Hello, welcome to Bet on Yourself Television. I am your host, Otescia Johnson, founder of Bet on Yourself Enterprises. We are excited to bring you an amazing episode today featuring the multi-talented, multi-passionate artist, lash extraordinaire, nail tech, actress, and much more, Trumaine.
Hi, everybody.
So, Trumaine,
Yes.
It is so wonderful to have you here in the studio with us on today.
Thanks for having me.
Why don't you tell the people a little bit about who you are and how you became this great, amazing entrepreneur extraordinaire?
Well, I thank you for speaking that in advance. But I go by the name Trumaine. Basically, Trumaine came from my birth name, which is Charmaine, is my first name. And I came up with the name Trumaine because I am a realist. And over the years, in growing and developing as a human being, a mother, a woman, I basically came to the realization of accepting me for who I am. And as me being the artist, Trumaine, I wanted the people to understand who I am as a person. I'm not perfect, but I'm human and I'm true and I'm real. So
awesome.
That's where I came up with the name Trumaine.
Awesome. So you are a musician.
I am.
Tell us a little bit about your music.
So I am basically, I started out in a band called Toxic Collab about 4 years ago.
Okay.
Which is a whole bunch of close family and friends. And we started out there. The band separated for a while. And so in that moment, I ran into a lot of people who had seen me perform, and they, kind of encouraged me to go solo. So I tried it out. And I love it. It's always been a passion. I've been singing since I was a little girl. My last name's Crouch. For anyone who's familiar with the Crouches here in North Carolina or in Union County, that's my family. So, big singing family. I just basically went with it, and I love it. It's a passion of mine. I'm not the best, but
not the best yet.
I'm not the best yet, but I'm getting there, and I'm developing just as an artist. Period. So I love it.
What type of music?
All right. So as far as my genre, I don't like to be put in a box.
Right.
Very versatile. But I would say my genre is R&B.
Okay.
I typically do R&B music. I'm a very big neo soul fan.
Awesome.
So I kind of put a little bit of that neo soul in my feelings or whatever I write when I do my writing, and I just kind of lay it out on the mic.
Awesome.
And go from there.
So you write most of your own, or do you do a lot of covers?
As far as my original music, I do a lot of my original music whenever I do perform.
Okay.
I don't write all of my music. I have a awesome songwriter by the name of Charnel Allen. She's out of Charlotte as well. She's awesome vocalist, vocal coach, writer. So she writes some of my music.
Okay.
I have written some of my own as well.
Okay. Awesome. Perfect. So, Trumaine, you are going to be a featured artist at the Music Showcase on October 20th.
Yes, I am. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be a part of it. So thank you guys for having me.
Of course. We are just excited to be able to give the community an opportunity to come out, hear some good music, have some good fun, be entertained. Can you tell us anything? I mean, don't tell the people everything, but can you give them a little bit about what they can expect when they come? Like, what kind of performance are you going to give them?
So, basically, with this whole showcase, I wanted to reach out to the youth.
Awesome.
Mainly is my target for this particular showcase, because I think that right now, this generation, they need guidance, they need positivity, they need to feel comfortable, and I think a lot of times our generation or the younger generation does not feel that comfortable to the point to where they feel like they can go through things and still be accepted, or have someone to kind of fall back on or go to or talk to about daily situations. So that's my target for this particular performance at the showcase. I am going to do an original, so it's not necessarily like gospel, but this particular song in which I am choosing to perform is very motivational for oneself. So,
awesome.
I love it.
Awesome. So a lot of helping to build the individual up,
Right.
making them to feel good about who they are.
Right.
Okay, perfect, perfect. And that's exactly what we want. We want to make sure that we're inspiring the community.
Right.
Entertainment is great, but what are you going to do after the fact? So
Exactly.
that's awesome. Perfect. So, can you give the people just a brief snippet? Don't give them everything. Just a brief snippet of what they can expect to experience when they come to hear you perform.
Yeah, of course. Let me see. So I'm gonna do a little bit of one of my favorite. It's actually a gospel song.
Okay.
Jonathan Reynolds.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah. So I'm gonna sing a little piece of Cycles.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Didn't I conquer this last year? Tell me what I miss, 'cause I fear that it's coming back up again. It must be something I ate, some song, some show, some hate. The devil wants to extend the game, free throws. And when it ends, he wants to make the sequel. 'Cause if he has another chance, he feels like he can take my joy, my peace, my faith. See, the devil, he learns from your mistakes. Even if you don't. That's how we keep showing cycles, 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 cycles. Yes, that's my song. I love it.
Awesome. That was so good. Your voice is so amazing. It's so rich and has so much texture. So once again, everybody, Trumaine will be with us on October 20th for the music showcase. He's starting at 6 p.m. We'll be at 800 Shannon Bradley Road in the beautiful city of Gastonia. You all are invited out to get more of this amazing artist. Trumaine, tell the people, in the meantime, while they're waiting to come and see you live, how can they connect with you? How can they get access to your music?
Well, of course, I have pretty much everything on social media. So right now, you can follow me if you have Facebook at Trumaine, that is TRUMAINE. If it's Instagram, it's TRU_MAINE88. Also, I do have my music on SoundCloud right now at the moment. So you can follow me at Trumaine as well. And if you are wanting to get in contact with me for anything, any upcoming shows, events, or anything that you would like for me to be a part of, you can contact me via email at trumainemusic@gmail.com, and that's TRUMAINE music MUSIIC. Then you gotta be a little difficult at gmail.com.
Not difficult, different.
Different.
Different on purpose. Awesome. Thank you so much, Trumaine. We look forward to seeing you here on October 20th. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Awesome. Welcome back to Bet on Yourself TV. I'm your host, Otescia Johnson, founder of Bet on Yourself Enterprises. So our first guest, Trumaine, was awesome. She gave you guys a sneak peek of what you're going to experience at our music showcase on October 20th. But now we are here with another multi-talented, multi-passionate musician by the name of Will. Will, thank you so much for being with us on today.
Awesome. Thank you for having me. And again, my name is Will, aka Mr. WEMJ.
Mr. WEMJ. Now you know you have to tell us what that stands for.
WEMJ is the initials to my full name, which is William Earl McCray Jr. And you know, when the Lord gave me the gift, He also allowed me to be able to come up with the business, WEMJ Productions.
Awesome. So you have a whole production company.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
WEMJ Productions was founded back in 2016.
Okay.
And pretty much the Lord allowed me to be able to focus on my calling. My calling, my gifts is outside of the four walls, and that centers around taking the entertainment industry back to Yahweh.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome.
So what that looks like is that WEMJ Productions is the parent name.
Okay.
For other ministries and businesses that's existing and some to come.
Okay.
So WEMJ Productions, however, is over WEMJ Ensemble, which if you guys go on the website and on some of the social media pages, you'll see like the bands that plays alongside of me, which is WEMJ Ensemble. Pretty soon I'm working on Brass and Whittling Institute, which is where we're giving lessons.
Nice.
And then, hence y'all's name, we also have Abundant Life Cafe and Lounge that'll be launched in 2019.
Awesome.
Well.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about the man behind the production company. Tell us a little bit about you personally.
Thank you. So my story is, coming from a musically inclined family and yes, being a PK, heard all my life that I had a calling. Supposed to be out in front, don't want to be out in front, believe it or not, y'all.
Most of us don't.
I promise you, I'm probably the shyest guy on the planet, believe it or not. So, kept hearing that all my life. Like many of you, I ran.
Right.
Many of you, like many people, I partied it away, drank, did whatever.
Right.
Even wanted to play football, because football's my passion.
Right.
So, in 2010, when I was in my ministers and training program at New Beginners Church, it was on the day that I was doing like a complete fast. Now, mind you, y'all, I was working at Walmart, unloading trucks in the summertime. Y'all know how hot it gets around the summertime.
Right.
So imagine how hot it is on the back of a trailer. That's how you know I wanted the Lord, because I was doing a complete fast with nothing but water. Wow. And already knowing the voice of the Lord, He was telling me music, business. Coming from a family of entrepreneurs, I just knew that it was in me to be an entrepreneur.
Right.
Didn't know what.
Right.
So later on, probably like 2 years later, that's when He was revealing to me, okay, music business, music ministry.
Right. And
then it started to come again, like, okay, Lord, but what's the name? Remember when you was talking to your biological father about how your initials kind of goes hand in hand with a production company?
Right.
At 6 years old, I had this conversation with my father.
At 6?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then later on, the Lord brought back WEMJ.
Right.
So I had been praying on that for probably like maybe 3 to 6 years prior to me launching it. And then, of course, my pastor at the time had preached a sermon about sitting on your gifts, the parable of talents.
Right.
Then that's when I was finally convicted. Then that's when I joined the music ministry and started singing, which, by the way, at 23 was my first time singing as an adult.
Wow.
And I stopped singing when I was 7 years old. From
7 to 23, you did not sing at all?
I avoided it, just tried to hide it, because I didn't want to be out in front anymore.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So you're a singer, you're a musician, you're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner, you're a minister. What can our attendees expect when you are at the music showcase on October 20th? Which one of those talents are you going to be utilizing?
I'll be utilizing the saxophone.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. So on the saxophone, do you cover other people's music? Do you have your own original music? What do you typically do?
My own original music is not out as of yet.
Okay.
But right now, during this season, I've been covering other people's music as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, that's my worship,
Your worship.
Yeah, my sax is my worship.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So how can individuals connect with you prior to the showcase on October 20th?
I have 4 different ways of connecting with me. My phone number, business phone number, which is 980-292-4031. And then I also have Facebook and Instagram under WEMJ Productions. Instagram, WEMJ Productions 1987.
Okay.
And the email address, which is WEMJProductions@gmail.com.
Perfect. Now, if there was any one thing that you would want to leave with our viewers, what would that one thing be?
Glad you asked. So the other thing that pretty much, I guess it's kind of like what do you call it? Subtitle, substatement. I know I created the word. Pretty much one of my slogans is walking in your purpose. So make a long story short, as I'm walking in mine, which is a very unique purpose, I'm also compelling others to walk in theirs. It may not necessarily be music. It could be out here on the streets, just, witnessing to whoever hasn't heard whatever person hasn't heard about Yahshua or Yahweh.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
and I'm sorry, I call him Yahshua and I do call Yahweh.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So someone who's never experienced the Lord, you know, outside of the four walls, you know, that could be your purpose. So I'm compelling people to walk in their purpose, you know, with my business and my ministry.
Absolutely. And that really goes kind of hand in hand along what we do here at Better Yourself Television is just really encouraging people that God has given them all a unique purpose and a unique gift. And whatever they need in order to fulfill that is already on the inside of them. Because He doesn't give us a calling without equipping us to be able to walk that out. Right? So we want to thank you, Will, for being here with us on today.
Thank you so much.
We look forward to having you with us on October 20th.
I'm excited.
Viewers, we want to encourage you to come on out to our music showcase. It's going to be at 6 p.m. on October 20th. The address is 800 Shannon Bradley Road in the beautiful city of Gastonia, North Carolina. You do not want to miss this. Believe it or not, Will was talking about how shy he is, but I have had the pleasure of seeing him play in person. You want to be here. We'll be back in just a moment. Thank you again, Will. Welcome back to Bet on Yourself Television. I'm your host, Otescia Johnson, founder of Bet on Yourself Enterprises. I want to thank our previous guest, Will, for sharing his talent and his giftings with us. Our show is continuing with our next guest, the rapper and incredibly talented Mr. Stephen Watson.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Awesome, awesome, Stephen. So can you tell our viewers a little bit about yourself and how you came into the music industry?
Sure. I've been doing music since I was about 9. And it started out, I bought a PlayStation game that I used to make beats on. And I mastered that, but I noticed that my sounds were a little outdated. And then I've always been writing songs and singing, but I got more into the rapping as I got older. And I just feel like I need to do this because there needs to be an alternative to what we hear on the radio now, because everything is just so vulgar and depressing and about drug use and stuff. And none of it glorifies God, and I just want to glorify God with my talent and show our youth that there is another option and another way to go.
Right. So would you say that your target audience would be young people?
Some songs are for young people, Youth Sunday, and then some songs are for the newly married man that's trying to stay faithful to his wife and not give up because the finances are not coming in as soon as he expected. It's a little bit out there for everyone.
Okay, awesome. So you mentioned writing music for the newly married man. So I'm assuming that came from some natural experiences.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am, it did. You know, being a young married man in a over-sexualized culture, it can be very, very hard.
Right.
And you're only going to overcome it with the Holy Ghost. So
right.
Without the Holy Ghost, you're not going to make it.
Right.
And I think a lot of our young men need to know that.
Right. So it's encouragement for them to keep going. They may feel tempted, but there is a way of escape for them.
There's a way of escape. You said it.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about your writing process. How do you approach when you have that passion or you feel that prompting for a new song? Is there a particular process that you use every time you're creating new music? You know what? When I try to write, it's terrible. But when the Holy Ghost gives it to me, it's like it explodes. Right, it's like a download. It's like I'll be driving down the road and then boom, there's 16 bars. And I have to pull over, pull out my phone and type. And I can tell the difference. When I'm doing it out of the flesh, it's never as good as when the Holy Ghost gives it to me. So I've learned to just wait on that prompting. That's pretty awesome. So you mentioned before off camera that you were working on a new EP. Can you tell us a little bit about that project? I have an EP coming out called No Losses. It's going to be about 5 or 6 songs, and it's going to showcase my writing as well as my production. There will be some songs that I'm not even on. It's just my production. I've reached out to a few artists that I really enjoy listening to, and they're going to help me make this project a success. Awesome. So will it be singing, rapping, combination of the two? What can they expect?
well, I ain't sung in a long time.
But
probably,
you got the gift now.
Right. I might pull something up. I don't know, but
put you on the spot. Man.
Yeah, you put me on the spot. Yeah, it's gonna be more rapping and my production.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
more
Awesome.
rapping and my
Awesome.
production.
I don't know though, because you know the way that R&B just rolled off my tongue with the singing, you might have some of that coming, and you might not even know about it yet.
You know what? At my last job before I left, I had 3 people tell me out of the blue that I needed to start singing again.
Well,
and I was like, what? Have you heard me? I probably need to practice and warm up and, allow the Holy Ghost to move. But I'm just like, man. But I thought that was amazing. It was very encouraging.
Right, absolutely. That's probably a foreshadowing of what's to come.
Man, listen.
That's what happens on Bet on Yourself TV, guys. We pull out stuff that you don't even know is still there.
Right.
So, Stephen, you're going to be one of our special guests at our music showcase on October 20th. It's going to be at 800 Shannon Bradley Road at 6 p.m. Can you give our viewers a little bit about what they can expect from your performance on that day?
High energy and just giving God glory.
Awesome.
High energy and giving God glory.
Awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. And that's what we look forward to. We want to make sure that we are touching our community. So I believe that this is going to be a great event for you because you mentioned your music is for everybody. You got something for the young people, you have something for the adults, and that's what we want. We want to present music that is entertaining but also enlightening and clean, good clean fun, just to kind of remind the world that you don't have to listen to smut in order to have a good time.
That's a perfect term. Perfect term, yeah.
We want to make sure that you walk out of here and your family can stay intact because you weren't provoked to do something you had no business doing.
Yes, ma'am. Exactly.
Awesome. Are there any last words, any thoughts that you want to leave with our viewers? Want to let them know how they can get a hold of you in the meantime?
Yes, I'm on Instagram at _StephenWatson_. My Facebook is Stephen Watson. It'll be a picture of me and my wife. I'll have on my favorite team, the 49ers.
I don't know about that. I don't know about the 49ers. I don't know about that.
Don't do that. Now, I'm trying to stay holy.
Okay. He came to our set decked out in 49ers gear.
Hey,
but...
hey, that's my favorite team, though.
Listen, you got to represent your favorite team. No problems with that. We want to thank you so much, Stephen, for being with us on today. Viewers, you can catch Stephen live at our music showcase on October 20th at 6 p.m. It'll be located at 800 Shannon Bradley Road in the beautiful city of Gastonia, North Carolina. Thank you again, Stephen.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back to Bet on Yourself Television. I'm your host, Otescia Johnson, founder of Bet on Yourself Enterprises. I want to thank all of our guests that have been with us so far today. And now we have a special treat. The world-renowned, amazing, talented, can sing a room down and sing you under the benches. None other than North Carolina's own Psalmist Karen Devon McGirt.
Thank you so much for having me. It is an honor and a privilege, and I'm very excited.
Awesome, awesome. So for our viewers who have not had the honor, and guys, I have had the honor many times, but for those of our viewers who have not had the honor of hearing you and meeting you in person, tell them a little bit about who you are and your background.
Okay, well, I am Psalmist Karen Devon McGirt. Some of my background involves stage plays, which I've been doing since 1999.
Awesome.
So I've been in several different plays, worked under David Payton, who was with A Woman Sped Up, and also with A Good Man Is Hard to Find. So that's where it all began. So along with that, I have sang in many different concerts, have my own concert as well. Had one last year, which was Born with Purpose, and we are planning to do a Born with Purpose Chapter 2, so look out for that.
Awesome.
Also, I am a minister in training, so that is a awesome journey that I've begun and I'm happy about that. So
Congratulations.
thank you so
A whole new
much.
world, right?
A whole new world.
Well, really, probably just an extension of what you've already been doing,
Mhm.
because you do minister through your music.
Absolutely.
So for those who have not been fortunate enough to attend one of your concerts, if you had to describe what the experience was like, how would you describe the experience of your concerts?
Well, the experience is, it's an awesome worship experience. That's always what I'm looking forward to, usher in the presence of the Lord and just fellowship with people from different musical backgrounds.
Right.
So just coming in and just fellowshipping, you know, and just really having the presence of God. That is what you can look for with a concert with Karen Devon.
Awesome, awesome. So do you have music that's already been published?
I don't have music that's been published as of yet, but I am working in the studio now, working on my very first album.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And I've actually written one song already, so we're going to record that. So I'm really, really excited.
Awesome. Tell us about your writing experience. So you mentioned that you've written this song that's going to be recorded for your album. What was it like writing that song?
Oh, it was a different world for me because I'm so used to singing everybody else's great music, but just to have that experience to just come in with a producer and just, you know, just sit with God and see what He has for me, and He just kind of poured into me, and it was kind of on the spot, to be honest. When I started working with the gentleman, he had already had some things planned, but God flipped that. I don't call myself a writer, but the Lord proved me different.
Doesn't He always?
Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful. So you're writing, you're singing, you're recording some music, and you're going to be one of our special guests.
Yes.
We have a music showcase. You guys, if you've been watching the whole show, you've heard me mention it many times, and here's one more time. Karen is going to be one of our featured guests at our music showcase. It's going to be held on October 20th at 6 p.m. So Karen, can you tell the viewers what they can expect when they see you at the showcase?
Well, they can expect my usual, come in ready to worship, come in ready to praise, and let's just lift up the name of Jesus. That's what I'm called to do, and I'm serious about it. I'm very excited about it. So just come in ready. Come in with your praise, come in with your worship, and let's have a wonderful experience together.
Awesome. Now, are you going to be doing original music, or are you going to be doing a cover song?
I will be doing cover songs at the moment.
Okay.
Originals coming up.
Right.
Stay tuned.
Right. So if there was one artist that you, I would say, enjoy covering their music, is there one, when you hear their music, it kind of connects with your heart, or it is an array of artists?
I have a few. Tasha Cobb is number one.
I think on everybody's list.
Love Tasha Cobb. Awesome worship. Tamala Man would be another.
Awesome.
It's quite a few of them, but I can honestly say that I relate very well with Tasha Cobb.
Awesome,
Yes.
awesome. Now, you did mention Tamala, and I'm putting you completely on the spot.
It's
Well, we wouldn't be Bet on Yourself TV if we didn't. I had the pleasure of hearing you minister Change Me, Tamala's version. I believe it was last year.
Yes.
I did get that honor, and everybody in the room was in tears and in worship, because that's the Karen Devon McGirt experience.
That's right.
How willing would you be to give our viewers just a little bit of a taste of what you have to offer?
Okay, well, I could do that. Let's see. Let me think of something I would do. And to be quite honest, that's actually one of the ones that I'll be covering for this event.
Oh, awesome. See, listen, that was God. We're right on point with that.
All the time. Let's see what I can cook up for you guys on today. Why should I feel discouraged? And why should the shadows come? Why should my heart feel lonely and long for my heaven and home?
Awesome, awesome. It is amazing to have someone whose voice is always on.
Oh, praise God.
God is faithful, and it is evident through your voice, your life experience with Him, because anyone can sing, not everyone can touch the heart through their worship.
Amen.
So viewers, we want you to come on out and experience this for yourself at our music showcase. It's going to be held on October 20th. It'll be at 6 p.m. The address is 800 Shannon Bradley Road in the beautiful city of Gastonia, North Carolina. You are going to be able to experience the amazingly talented Psalmist Karen Devon McGirt live and in the flesh. That little bit that you just got, listen, y'all, she didn't even take us in like she could take us in. So you gotta come so that you can be here. Bring your tissue if you need to. You might be under the pew by the time it's over, but hey, that's what we're here for you to have fun, experience the presence of God. Bring the whole family out. The whole point of this day is for us to entertain and to inspire you, and to give you an opportunity to hear some artists that you otherwise may not have been able to hear, like the beautiful Miss Karen. Yeah. So, Miss Karen, in between now and October 20th, if our viewers want to connect with you, how can they do that?
So you can follow me on Instagram, and that's Karen Devon 17. Also, definitely go to my website. That is Psalmist Karen Devon McGirt. Follow me there. You can see all of my upcoming events, and we do have product as well for sale. So check that out. Please come by and visit. We'd love to have you.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today, Miss Karen.
Ma'am, absolutely.
Thank you, viewers, for tuning in to this episode of Bet on Yourself TV, where we had the esteemed pleasure of being able to invite all of you out to our music showcase and then giving you a taste of the artist that's going to be there. Follow us for more information, for more shows, for more entertainment, and for more encouragement for you to wake up every day and bet on yourself.